Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Six. Today, we are going to make an additional quarter in our town. I've thought about it. I think this area will be perfect for it. We're going to make a nobles quarter so that we can add a bunch of nobles to our town, and that will generally improve the production rate of a lot of things by like 10%. Which would be amazing. Nobles, I'm sure I could get away with just having normal apartments. I don't think that's really thematically fitting for nobles, right? They've got to have like their own upper class, well-to-do area. And I think having it somewhat near the Garthemi quarter is fine because they're being separated by like a wall of stone. And you know, on the subject of that separation, we're probably going to want some fortifications. I know, it's like the first part of the town that's actually going to be fortified. I think I'll just slurp up all this area right here. And just take this as the nobles district. We definitely want some roads, right, into the place. So I think like a small entrance here. There should be like a gatehouse, yeah. Boom. It's gatehouse number 1. Then we're probably gonna want like an official entrance sort of near the center. Let's see, there is 75 blocks, so half of 75 is, it's like 32.5, right? No. I'm a dumb fuck. It's like 37.5, I think. Yeah, because 3 plus 3 is 6, 7 plus 7 is 14, then you get the 0.5 and that's 15. Yep, so 37.5, which I guess means we want an even number of doors. Maybe I'll put in like a temporary little notch over here. And that was 37 blocks from the top, so boom. There we go. That'll be the 2 gatehouses. Gatehouses allow for transit by citizens, so hopefully it won't fuck everything up. We're probably going to want like a grand road that will connect with here, with the road over here. And that'll be cool. We're going to have chambers in this place. It should be under civics, housing, chamber. I don't know if this is going to be like a pre-jacked size or if it's like I can build size. Okay, no, it is a pre-jacked size. I think nobles would want grand stone buildings no matter what. Okay, so this can have 2 residents. I mean, realistically speaking, each of the nobles would have their own estate, right? It would probably be like the head of household and then maybe a guest house. But the guest house could probably be like apartments instead. There's also going to need to be servants' quarters. I'll start in this bottom left area so that we have space to work with. Let's just say we have 1 chamber, right? And the rest of this area is going to be grand wall. So typically speaking, a noble, like before their bed chamber, they would have a parlor, which is like a mini living room, right? So I guess like a rest home would be the closest to that. So I'll plop the sucker here. Obviously we're gonna want, I think the hallway could be up top. It's not gonna be fully isolated, but you know, shit sucks for them. I think a dance floor would be a little bit inappropriate. We might have another rest home that is just like a what'd you call it? Like a ballroom. Guess I'll have like decorations over here, like a little end table, and then I can have a carpet. This is the biggest the carpet goes. Boom. Excuse me, there needs to be a dance floor. Okay. Then in that case, I'll just have it over here, and I'll pretend it's not a dance floor. That it's some sort of like carpet or something. I had no idea that a rest home had to have that. So chamber construction, parlor, then we're gonna want a guest room, which I think should be just a house, right? Maybe even a couple of guest rooms. Because that way, you know, if you're having like a party or something, you're probably gonna want people to be able to stay there. It might even make sense to have like another like area with guest rooms a little bit further in. Like we could do like another couple of them. Hold up, is this wood? Excuse me? That is not what I wanted. Obviously we want grand stone, only the finest stone for this building. Maybe I'll just have I'll have these guys facing the other way so it's like a different chamber. Give the good lord here some privacy. Then we're gonna need a canteen, because it only makes sense that a noble household would have a great dining room. Maybe it'll be connected to the parlor over here. Like, not directly connected, I mean just wall to wall, right? And I think, to be honest, the kitchen should be in a different room, right? Like, I can just plop this sucker over here. Probably should shift the ratio a little bit. So the food will get cooked in this room over here. Oh, I can't put stuff on the walls. Well, then I'll adjust the ratio a little bit more. There we go. We might have to rework this in a moment, depending on if this is enough tables or not. This is enough tables, okay. And there'll be like a staff door which leads out of the place and maybe in the place somewhere. Boom. So dining room and a kitchen. Then I guess we're just gonna want, first of all, like a storage room makes sense to me. Like a logistics warehouse. Could actually have this hallway go on further and just have like a couple tiny warehouses. That'd be pretty interesting. But that makes like a really long hallwayed house. Maybe, I don't know, there's a door over here. There could be like a pantry connected to this canteen. Right, we just have open door here and then put a couple tiny shelves here. Then if we want to be super fancy with it, actually I don't know if we want to be super fancy with it. Maybe, I guess we could have the storage be like a wine cellar over here. And then we could have like a tavern next to it. I feel like nobles would just drink in their dining room or like in a lounge area. There's a bunch of random rooms I can think of that would be built in a noble state, like another parlor or something. Obviously, there's some limitations that we're gonna have to work with, right? It would be funny to have a dungeon, but I don't think they would necessarily have one. A library. Or a university. One of these two things would be cool. I think a library makes more sense. Just have like a great library over here. Then we just fill the sucker in. I mean, when I'm picturing like a library in a noble estate, I'm picturing like long bookshelves, right? If we make this one longer, then we can get away with having like a doubler right here. I think that would be cool. There'll be like the scribes here. I do think scribes probably were more of like a monastery thing, but I mean, a noble being a patron of the like written arts, that's gotta be like a thing that happened. That just sounds right. You've got to be kidding me. I'm slightly not enough comfort. Okay. Can I make the shelf like one smaller? I can. Okay. Well, there we go. We have a door down here and a door up here. Maybe. This might be outside of the place, but you know, it makes sense to have like an exit here. Then I think I will have another rest home to do. Yeah, to have that sort of lounge ballroom area. And then we'll have the servants' quarters, I don't know, up here near the library or something. Gonna need a pillar in the center. Just like a couple big dance floors here. And some table action. And then we just get some carpets because it's a fancy building. Okay, maybe we need to get rid of the tables. I wonder if the tables, if they're actually needed. Well, we can have this one tiny table. Can I fill this in with like a 4-piece carpet? I can, absolutely. Then I'll just have doors on the left and right hand side, so I don't think people can walk on the dance floors. Get some grand ceiling. There'll be like 2 exits over here. Wonder if can I make like a 2-piece gatehouse? Yeah. Hope that looks natural. Actually, we're gonna want the servants' quarters, right? And that's just gonna be like apartments. I mean, it could be a couple longhouses actually, but the longhouses are a little bit too long. The dormitories are a little bit too short. I don't know, are the apartments just right? Apartments do not look just right. Okay, in that case, I will do a dormitory. No, I'll do apartments. Here's the thing. Servants would have tiny little houses, right? God, if I can make this 1 block taller, then I could fit in 2 rows of servants' quarters. This will just be like a little side exit. I don't think I can have a 1-piece gatehouse, yeah. Oh well, that is fine. So as the first noble estate, we're probably also going to want, first of all, a guard post, probably like near the entrance here, just to get this whole area, you know, lawed up, secure. I was thinking we probably also want like a well, you know, for the kitchen workers, and also just because it's generally nice to have a well and a hearth. Maybe we probably want like some sort of a state yard, even though everything in Songs of Six is a little bit bunched up. Obviously, a stone fence would be cool. I guess I'll just have it touching the road here. Maybe the noble just takes up this whole ass area over here, and this is their yard. Could be. Does feel a little bit incredibly cramped. You know, instead of a dance floor, we could have like a bathhouse or something. I mean, I think this is fine enough place. No, I'm gonna delete some of these fences. These guys are just gonna have tinier yards for a variety of reasons, right? And I'm gonna move the hearth and stuff back in the outback zone. So health, well, boom, civics, hearth, boom. That way I can have like a cool walkway over here. I think I'll have it out of like normal stone road, just so that it looks different than the fancy road. Where's the door? Here's the door over here. So yeah, we're gonna want like a meandering path. That's gonna be nice and impressively large. Then I guess we like cancel these guys. There we go. Slightly meandering, and then we can have obviously some torches right at the start. Makes sense. Keeps the area well lit. Then some trees. And I think like tinier trees. There we go. Then I guess I'll build like a road, a stone path, which just goes like around the estate. It's a shame there isn't like a shrubbery thing, you know, decoration. I'll just have this path continue up and continue around the side. There we go. And then there will be like a fancy little park back here where they can play croquet and go horseback riding. I mean, if they're going to go horseback riding, it's probably going to be outside of the city. You know, because just the sheer tininess of the area they've got to work with, it leaves a lot to be desired. But it be what it be. No, we could say that canonically maybe some of these guys have estates that are outside of the city. You know, and this is just the in-town estate. Just gonna put some benches under these trees. That'll be cool. Just have this grand road go here and end like a plaza, maybe. It's kind of close to the mountains, but it be what it be. The plaza will have another well, because wells look like fountains when they are upgraded. If they're the biggest type of well. This doesn't fit perfectly, which is a little bit annoying, but still. Gonna probably want to dig in a mountain to get rid of this area so that we can get some more plaza. I'll figure out something to do with this plaza later. That is estate number 1. And we're probably going to want some services in this block over here, because I think that would be cool. And then another estate up here. And then maybe like a services block down here. Would be pretty awesome. What services could I even have, I wonder? Obviously there needs to be janitor. I'll just plop it next to the guard post, I guess. Just to keep everything maintained. I mean, realistically speaking, well, I don't know. I could say, like, maybe it just being outside janitor comes in. I feel like they'd like to have their own, like, personal super janitor. You know, a stage would be cool. I do think having a bathhouse would make sense. Like a personal bathhouse for these dudes. Maybe just a little bit of everything, actually. Like, I could have a physician and a doctor. Just, like, have like just a straight up services block. Everything they could need. I think that makes sense to me. I mean, realistically speaking, you could argue that like maybe their physician lives in their great estate too, but I can't build second floors, okay? There's only so much space to work with. So, big physician. I say big, relatively small physician. Gonna want to have shelves. Maybe another workbench over here. Maybe another workbench over here. Have like a tiny shelf back here. Very cool. And then boom. Then civics, health. A hospital right across the street. Could be relatively small because it's not gonna be that many patients here. Even then, it's just like extremely large. We have like a road going downwards this way. I kind of like the idea of there being 2 buildings per thingy here. What other civics make sense? Not an asylum. Oh, a crypt? Crypt would be cool. Would make sense that the nobles would have their own personal crypt. Though also it could make sense for that to be outside of town too. You know, each noble like estate having their own thing, their own crypt building. We need statues. This has got 0 respect right now. I think I'll maybe just subsume one of these grave zones at 79% respect. That is not great. Guess I'll subsume more territory. Then can I squeak in graves over here? Is that enough? Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna maybe say, you don't have enough employees. I probably should have double checked everything before. You know, I did that. Oh well. I mean, a tiny bathhouse would be cool. A tiny temple would make sense, but unfortunately temples have to be super big. You know, I could see like a little housing block for all the people working in this zone, but I think they probably would have to commute in. Maybe? Well, maybe not actually. See like some more well-to-do people living here. I could just have like a dorm. Sort of represent like a home here. Yeah, maybe that's it, like super like tiny nobles. And they have their own like very tiny strip of land. I think that'll be neat. Oh, and we can have like a little side road here. There we go. I think we could maybe have like a great noble bathhouse down here for the other services block. Alright, so for noble number 2, I think I want to make the estate smaller. Maybe, well, nah, it should be fine as is. Their bedroom is going to be over here. So I think I want a little bit more space away from the road. Just so that, you know, guards can patrol around the perimeter of the estate. We are definitely going to want a canteen in this place, so I might as well get that cooking. And it's going to be pretty much identical to the other one, I would say. Just because I think it was such a good design. Probably want the door to this cooking station to be up there. Alright, is this enough tables? No, this needs to be one longer. That is perfectly fine. Then I can just have like a door right there. And I think I want like a exit, like a side exit door here for the kitchen workers. And I'll put a door over here because I do like the idea of a pantry. I think that was a good idea. Fairly certain, like noble houses, they had like walk-in pantries. I don't remember what the word for it is. There's like a fancy word for it. Right, there we go. And I guess we have some longer building here. I think it should be like a tiny bathhouse. Even if there's going to be a bathhouse in the noble quarter, there's no reason this guy can't be like weird and have his own like personal basin. Right, going to the public one, that's when you want to like hang out with other people, you know? There we go. So that connects up to this like grand hallway over here. Then we're gonna want, I could see like a lab sort of representing like an office for the worker, or for the noble. Let's be like a big old table. Let's see. That's 8 workers. Can I get more somehow? Yes. Just barely. So yeah, this will be the dude's study. Then we can have a parlor sort of exist in this zone. It's gonna be an extremely tiny parlor. Alright, is carpet enough to maximize the coziness here? Let's see. No. If I put like a one piece... I cannot put the one piece. Okay, I can put... This should be good enough, right? Yeah. There we go. This will be a little personal parlor over here. And then I think the guest bedrooms could be over here. And we could have like another storage room over here. This could be like a closet, I guess. Unless we wanted to expand the estate even more, but I think this should be fine. Maybe like the casks of wine or whatever can be kept here too. Does kind of seem weird that I'd be connected to the guest rooms. You know? Maybe not. Maybe we could have, first of all, let's have the guest rooms have like a slightly larger hallway over here so I can do like a gatehouse. So I think that looks cool. Let's pop that bad boy right there. Have a tiny room here. Oh, a lavatory. Yeah, that would be good. What noble would tolerate fucking not having a lavatory? No noble. That is the answer to that. It's kind of an awkward shape because I want like a hallway over here. Let's see, can I even squeeze in a latrine? No, it's too skinny. I don't know if any building other than a warehouse that can be this tiny. Unless, I don't know, I just wanted like an internal plaza. Does that make sense? Does not make sense. Okay, maybe there will be storage. It's not like the traditional like cellar, but you know, that's fine, because it's not like we can build shit underground anyways, right? This will just connect up like this. There we go. Noble Estate number 2 completed. They are also going to want their own yard. I guess the grand entrance will have to unfortunately be over here. That is fine. Let's put a fence over here. And squeak this territory over here. There we go. And this plaza can connect up to a service building up here. Probably have just like an entrance directly to the plaza over here. Then we can have this like stone road be like a perimeter around this place. I kind of like the idea of doing like a bajillion tiny trees to sort of represent like a hedge situation. I think that would be nice. Construct, decorations, tiny trees. There we go. So that will help prevent thieves from just like breaking in easily. Amazing. This gives like a sense of privacy too. Then I guess we just have like a well in the center of this little zone. And maybe a tiny hearth too. So that they don't have to go to like their neighbor's hearth. That's beautiful. That is what I'm talking about. I guess we just gotta let time advance. It looks like everyone's got 100% loyalty except for the dwarves. And that is completely fine. So who should we add in? I guess I'll add in like some humans. Oh, they're all pogging because the fucking crypt access was increased. I didn't realize it was going to have such a ginormous effect. Oh, that's amazing. It's going to bulldoze these trees so that people are going to actually move here rapidly. not get slowed down. Let's just watch for a little bit. See these things get worked in. Oh yeah, you can see these guys are actually just like moving straight on through. Not being slowed down in the slightest, I think. Oh, I can lock these doors? That is so cool. Had no idea. And look at him go. No, this does kind of look like a hedge. I think I greatly approve this design. Let's see, looks like there's still plenty of stuff to excavate in the Dwarven Quarter too. What's the law situation in these new areas? Completely lawless? I guess I'm just gonna add in a huge guard post down there too. Is there anywhere else I could use one? Another flaw in the non-donut design. Oh, we could squeak a guard post in over here. Has to be a tiny one, unfortunately. But so be it. Alright, hopefully that solves that. I was seeing the law flash red, so I was a little bit concerned. I think I can update some of this road down here to be stone road too. Just to represent like a little bit more income flowing into Grey Rock, I think this place was called. I like the idea of the layering. Like the Grandstone represents like areas of Ganymede proper. Then the normal stone represents slightly more civilized territories that have been here for a while, and then the dirt road is reserved for like Riverside and the other super auxiliary territories. Which, by the way, how's the ration situation? Seems like we've been completely overloaded with the rations a little bit. Nah, there's still room for 5,000 of them. It would be nice maybe to have like another little warehouse here just to carry like cut stone and shit over. Or maybe the other like housing things that people would want here. Ooh, the outer area is almost done. It's looking pretty nice here. It's getting a little bit undermined by these trees over here. Maybe I should have built this out all the way to the end of the road. You know what? I'm just going to extend the fancy road over here. Delete this job. There we go. Extend the fancy road so it becomes more obvious where the hedges are and where the non-hedges are. I guess I'll use normal stone to bowl over these areas. Sort of act as the alleyways in this little side district. I think that would be neat. Want this place looking as manufactured as possible. Oh, there's no lights in this dude's estate. I guess we could just have like a couple at the entrance over here. And then 4 around this like little hearth plaza. There we go. They're extremely tiny. There might be some more groundwork that we're going to want to do in the Dwarven Quarter as well. Maybe some other like giant services, buildings get set up. I can't remember exactly what we were doing here. I think it was bathhouse, canteen, tavern. What other buildings would dwarves want? A physician, I guess. A grand physician. Imagine even the physicians have guilds in the Dwarven Quarter. That'll keep their health maximized. Then on that note, a grand hospital right next door. Then maybe a grand Dwarven tomb, which will be absolutely enormous. Because dwarves like their tombs. Is there anything else? Could maybe do like another plaza part block down here. That could have another like set of actors and stuff. Speaker stands. Now we're going extremely huge with it. Then I guess the smaller building over here will be like a lavatory. Slightly inappropriate to be right next to the tomb, but you know. Probably have a janitor built in over here. It's gonna be slightly less isolated, but you know, it's cost of doing business. There's precious few spots for janitors. Now we can go back to this area. Any of these buildings built yet? Yep, we've got a physician and the hospital. Got a couple homes for the people living here and working here. Oh, chamber number 1 is about done. Does not look very much like a bedroom. Is this a bedroom? I assume this was a bedroom. I mean, there's humans. Excuse me? Civics, housing, chamber. Where the finest of subjects sleep. Requires a lot of work to maintain. Okay, I mean, I guess it's just like a... I guess they sleep in this like cubicle thingy over here. Who knows? Obviously, we're going to upgrade the lab immediately. We're probably going to want, I don't know, like grandstone floor. It's a shame we can't build wooden floor. Well, I mean, we have grandstone roads. I guess normal stone would be appropriate enough for the inside here. So it can't just be fucking dirt. That's too grody. There we go. It's estate number 1 completed. Or almost completed. We might as well get this pantry working. So, coal, yes. Fruits, vegetables, portobellos, meats, bread, fish. Oh no, we can't have the fish. Okay, I guess bread will be stored up here. Also, I'm gonna have wine. Clothing. Makes sense to have. Jewelry, I guess, as well, because nobles are gonna want jewelry. Is there anything else super important to have in the building itself? If not, then I can just do more like housing ingredients. I think more housing stuff. Furniture. Not cotton. I was scrolling. I guess scrolling does scrolls. Clay pots acquired. Opium, I guess. There we go, and this should also be auto-employed. Very sweet. Stay 1 fully complete. Stay 2 well on its way. Gonna want the stone roads in here too, just to keep that cooking. We're not out of cut stone, right? We are not out of cut stone. We are actually starting to run low on it. I mean, it's because we've been building so much with it. Oh no, estate number 2 doesn't have a servant's quarters. I guess this person's servants just work remote. Absolutely hate to see it. Another warehouse has been completed. We're gonna want paper, clothing, coal, then the various foods that money can buy. And then I guess some booze as well. Also, auto-employ, boom. And that is Noble Estate number 2. Absolutely love to see it. So now the only thing that's missing is some nobles. So, obviously, a little bit unfortunately, the first person we're gonna have like be an actual noble is gonna be a Piganoid. Let's see, can we get a Piganoid who's not fucking super duper old? I guess you are the kind of... Can I get it even younger? Okay, you've already got some gold on. You are gonna be a noble. You're going to be the master of farms. Your name will no longer be Jax Huradim. Name will be Tenias Sunstrider. Okay. Do I like personally... How do I affect what you can have access to? Like, are you not allowed a bunch of jewelry? Getting a hand from a slave these days is difficult. I suggest we purchase another batch. Also a good whipping is in order. I see you're an absolute mad lad. Maybe it's under population? I mean, I assume the nobles would get access to more stuff. So the nobles, I think, double up in chambers. So maybe this person will have... How old are you? 45. Congratulations, you are this person's wife. Let's see, Master of the Feast? I don't know, Master of Fashions. It is Pignoids who are the tailors, right? Is there anything else? Master of Textiles. Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's not like a... Let's see, Talapi should be Master of Livestock. No, I think Master of Fashions will do. Asu de Mashek. Fantastic. Then the next one shall be a dwarf. You look pretty noble. You're very young, so you will be a noble for a long time. And you're going to be the Master of Industry. Because, of course, I resent that. I am not picking my nose. How dare you? A great hero of the North. You're 51, you already have gray hair. Well, you're going to be Master of the Forge, I guess. So we have such ginormous forges. Or Master of the Refinery. That would also be pretty good. I think Master of the Forge makes more sense. Yeah, Leader of the Blacksmiths Guild. Now Teledonil Altinius. Very sweet. We only have 44 prisoners. Oh, maybe they got reintegrated into society. They're not like slaves now, right? No. It's either that or they all died in the barbarian pits. Either way would be acceptable to me. So, is one of these nobles, like, living in this chamber now? I see the servants. I do not see the nobles. Can I assign them? Maybe it's under, like, the housing menu? Okay, I can't even assign it. I assume... Okay, I'm assuming these nobles are gonna move in. There we go. Yep, they put in a bed. Someone's living here. I see how it is. That's why I didn't see a bed before. Can I see who lives here? What, there's one homeless fucking noble? How's that work? There's 2 homeless nobles. Don't tell me these dudes need their own personal chamber, each one, even though it says a chamber houses 2 people. That would be ridiculous. Yeah, servants 1, residents 2. Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. Then I guess this little area is just gonna have gentry class nobles. Sorry. There's just nothing I can do, dude. Obviously, they'll get their own, like, little yards. I'm just gonna pretend that this is... Oh, these are not noble quarters. These are just, like, different quarters. Unbelievable. I think I know what happened. I think they got, like, the numbers backwards or something. It's 2 servants, 1 resident, not the other way around. Oh, well, it'd be what it be. Anyways, we didn't really get a lot done. But I think I'm still going to call the episode here. My dude is stuck. Okay. I have fucked it up greatly. Just give me one moment. I think I'm gonna call the episode here. We built a noble's quarter and added nobles to our kingdom. You can see Asu de Meshek is relaxing in her chamber. And Durkaz Greatborn is a servant. One of the nobles is set up shop in this estate down here. It's nice to have like a strikingly different district in town, you know? It's not like 100% done. There's still a building to be put in, but we might end up doing the same like Gentry situation, putting like a few Gentry homes down here or something maybe in the future, so I'm in no rush to fill the space out. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all there's to say, except of course, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time for more Songs of Six. Goodbye!